Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be 3 tips on how to talk yourself out of buying unnecessary makeup. And this video is exciting because it's a collaboration with another YouTuber. Her name is Kristen K. I'm a big fan of her channel. She does a lot of videos like me. She does empties videos and project pans. And she actually most recently did a video named Don't Order That New Makeup Product, Try This First. And it gives a lot of tips and alternative things you can do instead of going out and buying that new makeup product you've had your eye on. And it's very insightful and unique, and I really loved that video, and I'm so excited to be collaborating with her to do a video similar to that where we talk about tips on how to talk yourself out of buying unnecessary makeup. So I will be doing 3 tips. She will also be doing 3 tips on her channel. If you have never heard of her, please go over and tell her I sent you. And if she sent you over to my channel, if you're from Kristen's channel and you came over here, hello, welcome. My name's Natasha. I usually go by Tosh. Please let me know that she sent you in the comments. I would love to say hello. As you guys know, I'm doing a no-buy for 2017. I'm not buying any makeup for the entire year, so my no-buy is almost over, and these 3 tips are tips that really helped me throughout the year to kind of curb my spending, especially with makeup, but with other beauty products that I like to buy a lot of in my life, skincare, hair care, stuff like that. I'm just gonna get started with my 3 tips. The very first one is to ask yourself, are you stockpiling? Do you already own this product and you're just buying a bunch more? Be honest with yourself. I think stockpiling is very dangerous because by the time you're finished with that product, you might either be sick of it, you might want to try new things, your tastes and preferences might have changed, or there might be a new product, a new release from a new brand that you want to try out. An example I have for this is face wash. A year ago, maybe even 2 years ago, especially in high school and college, I loved face washes that were really scrubby and they had like a lot of lather to them and they just really got my face squeaky clean. I wanted everything out of my pores every time I washed my face. And that probably wasn't the best thing for my skin anyway, but nowadays I prefer face washes that are very gentle. I don't want them to suds up. I want them to clean my skin without actually stripping my skin. And so if I had stockpiled and bought a bunch of the same kind of sudsy face washes, I would have had to find some way to use them up or get rid of them and waste my money before I could start buying face washes that I love now. Also, are you stockpiling because it's on sale? Are you worried that you're not going to get a good deal on it again? Let's be real, there's going to be another sale. I have never seen one product that was a good deal, that was discounted, that was on sale at one point, and then never went on sale again. There's no need to buy a bunch of them right now. You can always just wait. Also, there's something kind of exciting about running out of something and then getting to go and do some research and look for other products and try something new out. The second tip is to remind yourself of all the unexpected expenses and costs that have come up in your life recently. I have a personal story to share with you. Back in August of this year, I got into a car accident. It ended up being like a 4-car pileup. Everyone is okay. Everyone is fine. Our cars were banged up, but we were okay, and of course, that is the most important thing. But I had a lot of damage to my car, and luckily my insurance covers most of it, but I do have to pay a deductible. I paid my deductible, and then I had to pay a portion of the rental car fees while my car was in the shop. The next week I went on vacation. I ended up paying for the rental car. They paid for other things, but then I was the one who paid for the rental car, which was another chunk of change. Then the next week I got my car back. Not even a couple days later, I destroyed one of my tires. It couldn't be salvaged. I had to get a whole new tire, and then I had to get my car inspected, and there were some unexpected expenses along with that. And then at the beginning of the month after that, I had to pay for my car insurance, which I usually pay for my car insurance 6 months at a time, like pay for the next 6 months. That's usually when it's the best deal for me. So I had to pay for the next 6 months of car insurance at a higher rate because I got into the car accident. There was so many random things popping up that I had to spend money on. I ended up spending more money on that vacation than I thought I would. I look back at how much money I had to spend in such a short period of time, and it's just like a punch to the gut. And it was just on stuff that I had to pay for. Like, I had to get my car inspected. I had to pay for the damages of the car. And of course, I'm incredibly lucky. I did have savings and I had an emergency fund that I could use to cover all of these costs. And since then, I have been actively working to bring those back to the level that they were at before. But at the end of the day, I didn't have a lot of extra cash to be throwing around, and that has really helped me through the rest of the year, especially around this time of year. There's so many sales and so many good deals. I've been a lot better about reining in how much I'm spending on things that I don't need, and it's because of that unexpected expense that reminds me that, hey, wouldn't it be better to just have some money put aside in case you do have another emergency? And the third one is to create a makeup inventory of all of the makeup and beauty products that you own. I actually did an entire video dedicated to this where I went through all of my makeup, I tallied up everything, I tallied up the price of every makeup product that I had, and I put it into one total and I shared it with you. That was very tough to do, but it absolutely was a wake-up call for me. It showed me how much money I have already spent on makeup already. Do I really need to spend any more? No. A lot of people in that video were kind enough to comment and share their total with us. A lot of people were surprised by their total. They thought it was going to be a lot less than it was and ended up being way higher than they thought, which is definitely the case for me. I thought my total was going to be like half of what it was, and it ended up being double what I thought, which is crazy. And a lot of people even said that they weren't comfortable sharing their total, or they weren't even comfortable calculating it themselves because they knew it was going to be way higher than they wanted to hear, and they didn't even want to try. They didn't even want to touch it. They didn't want to know the number. But knowing the number is very important, especially when there's so many new deals and, holiday specials and stuff happening. Knowing your total is going to really keep that in focus, and it's really going to make it real. Like, you already know how much money you've already spent, and it's going to make it that much harder to just add more money to that pile, to that amount. Anyone who is trying to keep their finances in check during the holiday season, I definitely recommend doing that exercise. I think it's very helpful, and it's probably one of the most helpful things for me. The 3 tips you're going to be getting from Kristen are also very helpful. She kind of disclosed them to me already, and they're very helpful tips. I think you're really going to enjoy them, so definitely go get the other 3 tips from her video on her channel. And of course, if there are any tips that you think I'm missing, if you think Kristen is missing in her video, please share them with us in the comments, not only to help me, but also to help the other people who are watching the video and reading the comments. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!